What about Tottenham? Two big players could be set to return for Super Sunday and the North London derby. Michael Bridge was at Ange Postecoglou's news conference. As if by magic, there he is appearing next to us. Michael, what can you tell us?
Yeah, let's start with the good news in terms of the team news first. Good news for Spurs, Dominic Solanke and Micky van der Ven should be available for Sunday's huge North London derby. Of course, Dom Solanke picked up that ankle knock against Leicester on the opening game of the season, and Micky van der Ven suffered a slight injury against Everton, so they missed the Newcastle game, and of course very disappointing 2-1 defeat. Now the bad news for Spurs is Ibra Suma picked up a slight groin injury on international duty. He's going to be assessed. At this stage, it's more unlikely than likely that he'll feature in the North London derby. It may be a bit of a concern in terms of long-term is striker Richarlison. No clear indication of when he'll return just yet. But on the game, it's such a massive game. Gary Neville says it's his favourite game, and with reason. There's always goals. It's always an entertaining game. Such a huge derby, and one Ange Postecoglou is really looking forward to. And I spoke to him earlier about challenging Arsenal and getting closer to them this season.
We want to be a club that can challenge everyone, so that's what we're trying to aim to become. And to do that, you've got to perform at a certain level on a consistent basis. You've got to have a squad strong enough to do that, to withstand the challenges that inevitably come during the course of a season. But we've started the season fairly solidly from a performance perspective. Obviously, the results haven't reflected that, but I think we're in a good place to really push on from last year and improve in all areas of our game. And if we do that, we got close to challenging last year. There's no reason why we can't this year. You go into every game hoping to conquer and win and play well and do all the things that we love about the game. So, I don't think you should walk into a stadium, fearing anything or having trepidation about anything, or scared to dream or hope that you can be successful. So I've never done that in the past, and I wouldn't do that because it's not the way I kind of coach or live my life. It's not the mindset I have. I think every game you have is an opportunity to do something special, and that's the way you should approach it. I understand the rivalry. I understand the passion that exists to. In terms of these games, I totally understand that. The Man City game, I like to win, mate. That's never going to change with me. I don't care who I'm representing. I will never go into a game not wanting to win. I'm just not built that way, and I don't care if that's at odds with other people. I understand that, I respect that, but they need to respect me as well, that I will try and win every game I play.
So, Ange Postecoglou was also asked about Rodrigo Bentancur. We know he was charged by the FA yesterday with those comments that he made about Son Heung-min over the summer. What did Postecoglou have to say about that?
Well, Chris, he reiterated that Bentancur is sorry and that Son has accepted his apology. And he accepted his apology a few months ago when these comments were made on Uruguayan television. Look, it's happened, but now the FA, of course, charged Bentancur, and he could be facing some games out. We'll know about that next week. But yeah, this is Postecoglou on that Bentancur charge.
We kind of knew that it's something that the league would look at, and it's kind of, we need to let the process sort of play out now. And Rodrigo's well aware of the ramifications of any outcome from the panel, but we'll just wait and see what they come out with. We all live in the same world, whether you're a footballer or you're anyone down the street. We all live in the same world, and we all kind of understand, the ramifications of our actions, irrespective of who we represent. Ultimately, we represent ourselves as people, and you try and along the way. As human beings, we try and do the right thing all the time, but it doesn't always happen. We all make mistakes, and I've said before that, for me, it's not just about punishment. It's the opportunity to, for people to atone, to learn. Because if we're talking about having a society that's kind of understanding and tolerant of everything, we also must show that to people who make mistakes, as Rodri has made this in this time. We kind of know him very well, a lot better than most, because we spend every day with him, and we understand the kind of person he is, and we understand that even though he's a great guy and a fantastic teammate, he's made a big error this time, and he's got to take the punishment. But also we need to make sure that we give him the opportunity to atone for it and learn from it, and hopefully others learn from it as well.
So Bentancur might be facing a suspension coming up, but he will be available Sunday. And I do expect him to start Sunday if Yves Bissouma doesn't make it with that groin problem. So Tottenham Hotspur against Arsenal, one of the best games in the Premier League. We're going to have a full preview at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the studio. I better get on the M25 and hurry up.
Could be some traffic. Thank you, Michael.